Greetings, loyal subscribers and honoured guests. It's time for part 2 of the July pickups now. We're in the middle of a heatwave now and it's very sunny outside, so yeah, it's probably quite bright on the screen, but I need to get this recorded today, so yeah, not much I can do about the weather really, but we'll crack on. I don't have a lot of things to go over this time, but we'll finish off the July stuff. So right at the very end of July, I received this game for the Switch, which is Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and it wasn't until a few days into August that I actually put it in for the first time and tried it, but I've been pretty much addicted to it ever since. Let's switch over to the trailer and then I'll tell you more. So yeah, anyway, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I've now put 25 hours into the game over the last 13 or so days, and I'm still, I don't know how far I am really. I've heard reports that it can be done in 50, but I think that's if you're just sort of rushing through the main plot somewhat and not doing all the side stuff. But I'm at the moment I'm enjoying it so much that I do want to do all the optional content as well as the main story. I'll just list some of the things I love about this game so far. The graphics I think are really fantastic for the Switch. I know some critics have said that the aging hardware of the Switch is really holding the game back, and it can look rough and perform badly at times, but I haven't really noticed any of that, and as you can see in this trailer, it does look really stunning for the most part. Yeah, I would say this trailer is representative of how the game looks. And then you've got the soundtrack, which is absolutely phenomenal. It's some of the best music I've heard in a long time, especially some of the battle themes that are really epic and like metal tracks. Yeah, and there's a ton of music in there. I think the soundtrack is about 11 hours long if you just listen to it all on YouTube continuously. Then there's the story. I really like the characters. I like the main drive of the plot and the fact that the characters only have a 10-year lifespan and what that means for them. And I love the way the quests are actually integrated into the story. Even the hero quests and the optional content all feel that it's having an impact on the overall story, and it all feels equally important. So yeah, let me switch back to big cam. So every indication is that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 might actually turn out to be my game of the year this year, although we've still got God of War Ragnarok to come, and I don't think it's going to be Horizon Forbidden West because I dropped off that and haven't gone back to it, and I probably won't finish it this year. So that might turn out to be a favourite of mine in a future year, but I'm afraid Forbidden West really didn't do it for me very much. And the other contender for Game of the Year is Live Alive, as I mentioned in the previous part, but that's kind of been put on the sidelines because I got so hooked on Xenoblade Chronicles 3, so I do need to go back and finish off the rest of Live Alive, and it probably won't take me too long either, but I've yet to do that. So anyway, let's move on. I'm going to show you the next two games together because they did come together, and the trailer is for both of them. So these are the two latest Evercade collections. We've got Jaleco Arcade 1 and Galeco Arcade 2, and these are number 5 and number 6 in the arcade series respectively. Jaleco I have played through a little bit and I really like it, so there's some really awesome games on there. Galeco I haven't taken out of its seal yet, and most of the games don't really appeal to me. I think I would probably like Thunder Hoop Strikes Back maybe, and World Rally 2, but there's some sports titles on there that don't hold a lot of appeal at the moment, so I haven't exactly rushed to put that in. But let's have a quick look at the trailer. It's very quick. So this particular trailer is less than a minute, but it should give you a quick glimpse of some of the games that are on these two collections. So yeah, they came out towards the end of July. So here's Jalico, got the Asternax Avenging Spirit. I really like that one. Cybattler, Earth Defense Force. I enjoyed that more than the console version. Rodland is superb. Saint Dragon is amazing. That was the standout game really when it was announced. And then here's Galeco. Big Karnak doesn't look great. Maniac Square might be fun. The squash game, the beach volleyball, don't appeal to me. And then there's World Rally 2 and Thunderhoop Strikes Back. So yeah, I will be playing those games eventually, but I just haven't got round to it with all the excitement on the Switch at the moment. So anyway, the next game, let's go back. The next game, I've got 3 Xbox 360 games that I found very cheap in cash converters. So I know these probably aren't the greatest games in the world, but they were ridiculously cheap. So the first one is Alone in the Dark, and I'm recording this video just days after they have announced a new Alone in the Dark, which is a strange coincidence because I wasn't expecting that to be announced at all. But anyway, let's have a look at this one. So yeah, this is the last attempt to reboot Alone in the Dark, because they did do a reboot of the series on the Dreamcast and PS2 and stuff as well, which I didn't enjoy too much. But and I know there has been some criticism about this game as well, and in particular this Xbox 360 version. I had forgotten actually that the PS3 version, called Alone in the Dark Inferno, had quite a lot of improvements and enhancements made to it, so I should really get that version instead. But I don't know, this might be worth a play. Certainly for £2 I could probably get my money's worth out of it. But if I do see the PS3 Inferno update, I'll probably get that instead, actually. Now that I know, I've remembered about it. I had forgotten. But I'm not going to play all this trailer because it goes on for 3 minutes. So I think that's enough Alone in the Dark. I'll let you know once I've actually played it and what I think of it. So let's go back. So 2 more. This next one is Turok for the Xbox 360, which is a reboot of that series that came out in 2008. So let's have a little look. So I pretty much wrote this game off. I assumed it was dreadful, but I think I was getting it mixed up with Turok Evolution, which came out on the original Xbox and the PS3 and probably the GameCube. And apparently this 2008 Turok game was actually good. It seems to had good reviews anyway. So it was another $1.99 pickup from Cash Converters, bought the same day as Alone in the Dark and the next game I'm going to show you. So I'm quite looking forward to actually getting a chance to sit down and try this one out. Yeah, so for £2 it might be a bit of a bargain. I did enjoy the original Turok on the N64 a little bit. The levels were a bit long and windy, and there was a lot of fog. That was the only bad thing really. And then I never really played Turok 3 or Turok 2 or 3 or what was the other one? Beast Wars. Was that the multiplayer only one? But yeah, I've only really played the original Turok, but I did quite like it. So anyway, let's keep going. And then the final game is Homefront, the original Homefront. Oh, there is a manual in there. I didn't think it was complete, but it is. But this is another game I've kind of ignored all this time because it didn't really appeal to me. But I'll explain why I've bought it now in a minute. So yeah, Homefront. I kind of skipped this one because I got a bit burnt out on realistic military shooters. I got bored of Call of Duty and anything along those lines, and this is sort of like that a little bit, but with Korea. I think it's Korea. It might be China. I don't know. Occupying parts of the United States, and then you forming a resistance to try and stop them from taking over entirely. And there was a second Homefront on the Xbox One, wasn't there? I think that might be Homefront: The Revolution, if I remember rightly. I think I have got that because they gave it away as part of Games with Gold. But anyway, the reason I picked this up was, firstly, it was another $1.99 game, and who doesn't want to pick up a game for that cheap? And the other one is that I didn't realise at the time that this was actually developed by the remnants of what was Free Radical, who made the Time Splitters series, and parts of who worked on GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. So with that pedigree, I decided I should at least give this game a chance, finally, after all this time. And the graphics looks pretty good. I've got no idea if this is backwards compatible on the Xbox Series X. I don't think it is. You can play the Resistance. It's been quite enhanced, I think, but I don't think this original one ever got the backwards compatibility treatment. But anyway, that's the end of the games. So there we go. It's not exactly the most exciting assortment of games, with the exception of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which, as I said, will most likely go on to be my game of the year, and I can see myself playing that for a long time yet, because there are all sorts of quests and systems that I haven't even got to yet, like Ascension quests, where you can upgrade each character class past level 10, which is the current maximum, up to 20, and there are loads of different unlockable character classes, probably 20 or more classes, and each of those have quite an elaborate quest that you need to complete before you can use them. And yeah, as I said, it's all really good fun. But anyway, thank you for watching part 2. That's it for the July pickups now, so the next time you see me will be for the August pickups at the beginning of September, and at the moment it's looking like there will be at least 2 parts, and possibly more, depending on how much more stuff I pick up over the next couple of weeks. But in the meantime, yeah, thanks for watching another pickups video. I'll see you on the next one, and in the meantime, take care.